Prisoner.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling.
And we can probably get her too if we, but we'll have different voices. Probably get her too by killing the damsel, I think. Probably. And we have the cold now, so we could maybe be here without the cold. Chapter discovered repeatedly. Chapter old. Chapter 3. The gray, or whatever it was called. The gay?
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay? I'm feeling nothing. And I like that just fine. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2? It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions. You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time? I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lives, so you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage. That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, it's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade. And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave. You already slew her, and you survived? Yes. Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves. Why? Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward. Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy. We were bored. There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die. And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead.
It's raining, wasn't raining last time or the time before that. The whole path is different.
Yes, things are different, aren't they? If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Her influence? What's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be. And what is that supposed to mean? Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse. Oh, come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know? No.
No.
Is there a reason it would be raining? If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens. We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
Ooh. What would this even lead to? Turn around and leave. Let's leave.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh. We should try coming back here and leaving. I don't know. Oh, we could only have done that at the start, but then we would have ended up with something weird here, right? That's the game telling us we have to do that as the first vessel, right?
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just
Oh, twice.
don't muck it up this time, alright?
Oh, no, once, yeah.
What we do is entirely up to us. And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right? You aren't here to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world. That's what you say. But how can we be sure?
I think you can only go back in chapter 1 and 2. Well, she specifically said there, though, that I can't go back because I've already committed a vessel to her, so... We'll go try it, let's see what happens.
We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us. Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world. Why? Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Is it? Yes! I think. For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real. Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else? Maybe we are. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await. As soon as you enter the cabin, you're struck by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mold and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall. Is that her? It's like she isn't even there. See? We killed her. You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it. But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too? Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
But there's no door.
Maybe the mirror isn't real. Maybe it is real, and he's lying through his teeth to stop us from looking into it. But it seems like whatever we want to do, our next step is on the other side of the room. You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front. It's so hazy. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. Yeah, we can see it now. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. No way left to go but down. The door to the basement groans open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters. There she is again. Barely. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
She's going round the corner. I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here.
Don't just tell her you're unarmed. Not that it matters, you receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Is it downstairs?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do? She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is. Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games. If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table. Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
I'm really curious if you can get her with different voices, how different it is, and like what the different outcomes are. Because I'm thinking about like, do I need to get to the last chapter with a bunch of different voices and make a bunch of different choices in order to get like different hearts? Like, oh, if I come with a different voice and I talk to her differently, then I get a different heart. But if I do, like, I don't even know how. Is that what this game has, like 111, 31 achievements?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
So certainly some stuff is only available with certain voices. Well, yeah. Rush for the blade!
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs, but you don't make it past the first few steps. The door bursts open, a powerful wave of water crashing down towards you. You're swept up in the flood. Your head slams into the basement wall. You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out. It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? Just keep breathing, we'll figure this out. Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way. But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle. You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths. As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness. I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please. The past is the past. There's no changing it.
I'm hiding you
nothing
and talking to music.
And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Your lungs filled with water, the same as mine filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
Okay, so it didn't grab the drowned corpse at least. That's interesting. It also failed over there. It's time for it to leave.
She's
memory.
gone. And there's that. Ignore the cowards. Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
I'm just gonna ask useless questions. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if you'd ever get
The
to see you.
narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Does it hurt? Does it hurt when a piece of you breaks off like
It
that?
doesn't hurt.
Any more useless questions here?
I'm aware. We've already...
God damn it, I don't have any more useless questions.
I haven't. This, but you'll be...
But there be on the walls.
Of course, in the... I do. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you. I've said my piece. I'm just an echo.
Okay. Bring the drowned greater. That's a deep heart. So that's the drowned grey though. The story is still finished. I'm saying all this. Okay.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go. Faster and faster and faster.
We're looking for
I kill you,
red answers.
you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Oh, red answer. We got another red one. Red. So we need 5 probably, and we have 3 right now that I know about. I killed you while you tried to strangle me, and when you flooded me with tears, I did not drown.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am You are weightless and alone, suspended in the gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. A tiny island caught between the death of the old and the birth of the new. But you did not go quietly. You spat in the eye of that which would claim godhood, and through that defiance, you bound us both together. Without me, there are no externalities to resist. And without you to resist me, there can be no externalities. It is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
Red. Red.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything
I didn't even read it. I just saw it was red. But you did not go quiet. You spat in the eye of that which would claim godhood, and through that device you bound us together. Oh, even when you became a shadow for God, one good shot was all it took to bring you crashing down.
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
No red hair. The thing is, I don't know if red is a result of the choices you make during this, or if it's just a result of them specifically. I don't fear death, not anymore.
If you do not fear it, then there is no need for you to struggle against it. Let go. Leave with me.
I won't live with you, not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then
That cold fire has left your eyes.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, And you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Not red. This is Spectre? Not red. If I'd known what you were, I would never have freed you, and I would sacrifice everything to free you again, but without redemption there can be no sin.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
The ones... I wonder if there's a pattern here. This is the damsel, who's also not red. I shit my pants. I shit my pants, everyone. I was blinded by emotion. I want that feeling back. That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight with Leon. Whenever you're ready. If you need... Nothing is immutable. There is no constant. Open your eyes.
You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess.
Then try to destroy me if you can. But I will not yield easily to your delusion.
The fan shading doesn't face me anymore. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's my chair is covered in it,
You
man.
don't have to face her alone.
I can do this
I
alone.
don't think you can. You obviously need help if you're going to strike a decisive blow. There's still a piece of me.
I can do this out here on my own.
You can't.
God damn it.
No blade it is. Have you given up on slaying her? She sounded just like that. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Sit with her. We haven't tried this what if we just leave thing, right? What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
I need to figure out a way to get rid of the hero, and I think maybe if I get all the red answers, I might get rid of the hero. Because that's to get some endings, you gotta get rid of the hero. Take her hand in yours. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I want to walk through the cabin door as we are, just you and me.
I want that too.
I think I'm going to stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Just the two of us. Thanks for
Don't
everything.
mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Let's come together, you and the princess. Leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself, for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
So I'm trying to find a good position for a microphone. I love you.
I love you too.
Whatever it is, you'll face it together. We got a what happens next achievement. That was a sweet little ending. Okay, so I know how to get this one now for sure. Oh, these are with this dude. Okay, gotcha. Alright. I think I know how to get a decent one of those endings now. Okay, we're gonna start by trying to get the gray. I'm gonna get prisoner, I'm gonna stab her, and then I'm gonna try to leave and see what happens. I'll just save right here. I'll do it in number 2. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any
Oh, drop it.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So last time we got the skeptic. Maybe if I talk to her, we won't get the skeptic? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Dangerous? I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim? The princess clearly incapable of ending the world. Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Hey, relationship, are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Relationship, are you coming on to
Don't
me?
jump to any weird
What's your name? You talked enough. I'm getting you out of here. Save the princess. Approach the door. Warn her. Resist. Okay, let's save again. Proceed to the cabin. Proceed. Oh, I didn't pay attention to what voice we have right now.
You take the blade. Good idea.
Yeah, skeptic
Much
again.
better.
Okay, so it doesn't seem to matter. Now we just instant slay her.
You steal your will.
Slay yourself. Okay, and now I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave.
Sure. We've already seen what happens if we slay her. We might as well explore our surroundings, get a lay of the land.
Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up at the cabin, but everything is getting fuzzy.
What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home.
Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end?
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textures, nothing else is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulating, pulsing louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality, extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance, fingers drag, claw across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration, this vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Urgency, you have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I'm your only salvation.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay.
Did I get that super ending one now? The one where just like everything, I fucked everything up? Was that what just happened? No. Alright, let's try doing the exact same thing again. What is she about to have one less vessel? That would be kind of crazy.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning.
Aw, man, what does that even mean? Does that mean I have no... It means I'm missing a vessel, right? How does that even make sense? before the gray. Leave as first vessel equals one less vessel? No vessels, I don't know.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again.
It's not my neighbor's sharp metal, it's your knife? Oh!
Every blow is as punishing.
There you go, we talked about that earlier.
You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Ooh, the misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Here's the thing, everybody wants to be my enemy, you know?
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
It can't just end like this, right?
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower. That kinda works for us. Well, what was the deal again? I slay the tower, right? And then we get into the Fury. If I slay the tower, I think. Let's save just in case.
As if on command, the blade...
Oh, are you still trying to define?
You can... Oh.
No.
Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Unyielding.
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
We can do this, can't we?
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness. Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses
God
to the
killer,
floor.
Slayer better.
Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
Look at that!
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something, I guess.
That's me with the knife.
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god!
Did I have the stubborn last time we were here too? Is that the stubborn is just a part of the fury, I guess? Last time we went here, we went... Adversary, yeah. Oh, the last time we had the bold with us, we got the stubborn in chapter 2, so I think we're missing the bold now.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
I can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed.
Are the voices opposites of each other? Like the broken sounds like the opposite of the smitten.
You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens...
I've already talked about this.
Good, we're all on the same page. Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long. The only furniture of note is...
I forgot what I did last time. Well, that's why I refused to fight.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel. All we see is a It's a bit grimy. Wipe what clean? The mirror. What are you talking about? You're standing in front of a door, but it has to be...
Smash it. Smash it to pieces.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be... Nah, I'm with him on this one. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror...
Smash
You bring
it.
your fist crashing down against the door leading. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat. See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination, and we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place
Why is the narrator still talking? Stop. Let her end it. It's the punishment you'll deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen. So we didn't have the broken air last time. But for some reason, it just skips to the voice, but then it doesn't voice it.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
I'm going to end you.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
We should always be grateful that she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she's merciful.
We're not out for the count just yet.
The flies are back. This is no time for words. Step forward and engage your enemy.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
God.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Still you defy your god! I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before! Never again!
As you swing for her heart, what's left of you explodes. So that's it. It's over, just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
But we're never gonna give you up.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
Never gonna give you up.
No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one, but functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room, yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in, incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment. We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
How are we supposed to lose this one? I can't do anything right now. She's not letting me. She's going to get worse. Shed this vessel for the next.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
But you do die. There's a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. Yet you are still here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess?
This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
Ooh, haunted. It's hunted, right? Yeah, the hunted.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
The princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound. Again? Already?
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Again! Die again! You relinquish your body, and again you find yourself here, but somewhere else.
Your Honor, she's gorgeous.
The Smitten!
Absolutely divine.
Okay, are we breaking the world again?
You, guy who describes things. You better start saying what we do this time.
He's back!
And what are you doing?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
you explode.
Again.
Again! Let yourself go and you are living once more.
On a path. We are not on a fucking path. I
Cheated.
have no idea where we are.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound. Yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
No!
Again.
Again! You have no body, you exist, you are reborn.
No time. You, narrate, now.
Yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance.
Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
Was it cold in there before? I don't think it was, right?
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
But it doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
Oh, but there is no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
End this. A force races towards the princess' exposed heart, threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing.
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Find the means to triumph over an angel scorned.
She's gone.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh. I always skip this one. I forget that's the thing. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Okay, so this is the same. This one is literally just the same. So making any difference there didn't lead to any different heart there. Despite the fact that we literally killed her this time, so... let's think about what we want to do next. We have time for maybe one more before I gotta go. Maybe one more. Oh, we're doing the adversary. Let's jump into the adversary. So the adversary is... Headstraight on a killer, and then finish the job, you both die. Let me save just, you know, in case something bad happens.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Let your grip. Finish the job. To the cabin. Let's see here. Make a save before we do anything crazy. Now our goal is to... You need more space on Narrow Cave. It's no place to fight, and it's no place to stay forever. So somehow I need to, like, fight her in a bigger space. I'm gonna try unarmed fighting first.
No blade.
Attack her unarmed.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again.
Well, hey, glad we picked this one. Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I don't think so.
Don't try to lie to me. Just please take this seriously.
Agreed. We can't win unless you treat this fight with the gravity it deserves.
Have I already... we've already had the freed adversary. Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without weapon is having a knife felt unfair.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
Fight me. Decided what I'm doing yet.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time. If you want to talk, I guess I can talk.
Step closer, sure.
You take a cautious...
Don't you want to be free?
Free?
The princess glances down at her chains.
Oh, you mean these? They're just metal. They're nothing.
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength. And then they snap. It was only a matter of time, but she's loose.
Dear Lord. What do we do? Oh, if only there was some sort of
weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you might find one of those.
Just do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit. But go ahead. Keep trying my patience.
Can we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we all get what we want. Nobody has to die and the world doesn't have to end.
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real. What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you. What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying. That is the only thing I'm interested in.
I think we already asked
I don't
this.
need to care, because
If all you want to do is fight me, doesn't that mean you won't end the world?
the world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet. Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
What happened after you died?
I woke up, didn't you?
You don't have any wounds. The basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Or we could just walk single file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
That's pathetic. I would never do that, and I hate that you even suggested it.
You don't have any wounds.
You don't either.
You're different.
You aren't.
Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing. But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
Leave it at that. Fine. If you want to fight, I'll give you a fight. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting, but you better not be wasting my time.
You make your way back up the stairs to the cabin above. The princess, surprisingly true to her word, lets you leave. The blade remains where you left it, on the wrought iron altar.
Great. Now pick it up and march back down there. I'm tired of us constantly moving in circles instead of fighting her like we're supposed to.
I'll do another save. You know, we could just stay here. Who's to say we have to fight to the death?
Me? I say that.
Staying up here doesn't solve anything. All it does is kick the can down the road. If you don't deal with her now, she will find a way out. Those doors are made of stone. She's strong, yeah, but is she smashed through stone strong?
Wouldn't it be exciting if she was?
Here's another idea. What if we just leave? Absolutely not. If you leave, she'll leave, and that'll be the end of everything as we know it.
Take the blade from the altar.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon, as I'm sure you're all too aware by now.
Return to the basement.
You find the princess waiting for you, just where you left her.
See? I knew we could trust her. I told you we could trust her.
Glad to see you finally stopped having cold feet. I could barely wait. My skin is practically crawling with anticipation. Fight me. Now.
Fight me. Attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your death.
Bait an opening and outmaneuver.
Push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. but you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Do I die? Ooh, the eye of the needle. That's the first one.
You're on a path in the wood.
If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
So adversary, Chapter 3, the Eye of the Needle. Fight, but fight smartly. Smartly. Ignore stubborn.
Fear is good. Fear
Now we have
keeps us
hunted.
alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I want to call this wood, so it's like it was just poured into the world.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else?
You're the chooser. The best we can do is advise. But we can help if you let us. These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
So, doing a quick save here. It shouldn't let me leave.
Coward. Deserter. Turning our back to her could be a mistake.
It did let
Are
me
you
leave.
serious? Fine, you walk away from the cabin. We'll see how that goes for you.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No.
Around, listen round, let's physical matter, replace protection, nothing. You find yourself in long quiet once again, memory returns. We got this ending again in the same playthrough. Somehow. Turn around and leave for no vessel ending. The other one was during the gray. Oh, this is new. Oh, this is completely new. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want me to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends? Go!
You're on a path
Why have you
in the
come
woods,
back?
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a...
Okay, that's a thing. What I'm doing there is a thing. That's a thing. I didn't even get to see this one. That's fine. I bet there's 5 endings like that. I bet more of these have a way to leave. I don't think the Fury has one. I don't think Hypothesis has one. But we'll have to go look again. But I think that's a good place to call it. I don't actually know how many vessels we're at right now. I think we're at 2 or something, 3 maybe? I can't believe I still did so many at the adversary, that's crazy. 3 I think, yeah. And I gotta go in 20 minutes, so... The order I did this in doesn't really matter for what we're doing next though. Well actually, here, we haven't done the Spectre this turn, right? So, just to set us up for it, I'll do this, blade, go downstairs, continue downstairs, go forwards, slay the princess,
Yes.
she's dead, leave.
What? I did. If we...
Proceed to the cabin, do a quick save. I'll save over this one, doesn't really matter. Enter the basement, let's see how things play out.
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so far.
She's a ghost.
Who says ghosts are immune?
Common sense?
There's nothing common or sensible about common sense.
Hello again.
Action and observation are the only things that matter.
Fine. Then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us.
I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas?
I'll sit up straighter, but I'll put the dog in the camera.
We could always ask her what she wants.
Oh, for the love of... Don't do... Is that really...
Yes!
But those are the only options, aren't they?
I'm just skipping those because it's not that interesting. Sounds great. Leave the basement. Take the blade.
You reach forward and mindlessly take the blade from the table. What do you plan to do with it?
Slay the princess.
Isn't that an interesting idea?
I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time.
Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still...
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Get away from me, you cold little freak!
If your dull tear like strips of metal being delicately peeled from bone, doesn't matter how delicate it has, if you are the meat. You've been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
We were so close to leaving, and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you, on the ground, is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. That me? Is that what I look like?
Oh, you're here too. Maybe trying to slay me was for the best, if it means you could leave those other voices behind. The two mean ones, at least. I feel kind of bad for the nice one, but we probably shouldn't think about them too much right now. They're a mess, and I don't think we could fix them. No point in worrying over messes that can't be fixed.
Gurgling liquid bubbles up from the open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It's trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
If we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your body stops being alive.
To the cabin, the world ends. I'm not going to be part to the end of everything.
I don't want to end the world, but you can't keep me down here just because someone told you that might...
You're seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It is quiet and you are alone. This is what you deserve. 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 This is what you deserve.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
I thought we would get to the ending fast, but... Whoops. I'm still here.
Then at least I won't be lonely. It's nice to hear your voice.
Because, well, that's true. We have a little human hand with a manacle on it.
Your voice?
You're different. Your whole mood is different.
I'm just trying to make the best of things. You could always make the best of things too, if you want. We both have a chance to start over. Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that feels... right. I never wanted to be your enemy.
Oh, the misery. I killed you, though, and I tried to kill you again.
I don't know what to say. I just feel fine right now. I think things happen for a reason. And if you trying to kill both of us is what it takes for you to finally see what I see, then I'm okay with that.
This is on Presinko. Oh, okay. Like this specific scene, or this entire, like some of the dudes down here? What is to do? Just what something happen. This route. Okay, that's cool. What happened to us? What happened to everything?
We're back at the beginning. My beginning. This is what happened to me last time.
How are we supposed to get out of here? If we're both there, then what happened to the others?
I don't know. I hope they're okay. Some of them, at least. I didn't like the one that kept bossing you around. And that quiet one kinda gave me the creeps. I liked that last one, though. He was nice. I hope he's okay.
Are we still a ghost? You guys turns your hands solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Maybe? It's like, sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like, we're something in between ghost and... not ghost.
What are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen? This isn't what it was like the last time I died. The last time I died, I got a title card.
Well, that's what I've always done.
Must be something for us to do other than wait.
I already told you I don't have any ideas. I did tell you that, right? Sorry if I didn't. I've never gotten a title card. What did yours say?
No, this is stupid. The first one I got said Chapter 1, the hero and the princess, and then we both died. I got Chapter 2, the specter.
Well, the first one is sweet.
Har har, get your laughs out. I'm still a hero. I've been trying to save the world, you know. A villain to one person might be a hero to others.
Well, maybe you're just misguided. And the story's not over yet. We might still find a happy ending. But I think it's time
Can
to
you
start a
make
new
live
chapter.
reactions to the meme and memes?
How about...
Sure. I'll look at it in a second.
Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon.
Fancy yourself as the main character. I see very humble. The prince and the dragon. I thought I was maybe some sort of bird.
Well, they're similar, right?
Are we in chapter 3 now? Because I gotta go. The princess and the dragon. We are Inspector. Grab the blade. Princess equals princess and the dragon. Take out the latch, a creaking aim says muffled, something is here.
I guess you made it back here.
Your gaze turns back to your hands, they flicker once again.
You're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
A thump on the floorboards above you, and then another, then scraping metal against the surface, the flickering in your body stops, you are solid.
I know that sound. That's the knife. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
Alright. We'll save here. We'll come back to this. I do have to depart. I don't want to like enter something that's going to take like an hour to get through, and this is a good tension-filled moment for us. Okay, let me find my stream browser. Let me open a tab. Memes? What the hell is this? The hell? The right browser. What would you do if you met Endaline? I like to slap his bald head, share to slap his bald head. What the hell? What is this? Is this Patches? Oh, it's a meme from this morning. Nice. Good meme. Well, I guess like or share the stream, guys. Whichever one you think you would do in real life. Alright, video gamers. Thank you all so much for being here today. I hope I had a fantastic video gaming time. I super enjoyed myself. Yeah, we did a live reaction of your meme, Cashew. Good job. We'll take a gander. Okay, here's the deal. I'm not done with the game yet. I don't know how many streams I have left of it. Maybe one and a half or something like that. Like, it feels like we definitely have one stream left, because there's two potential things that I definitely want to do. I want to get all red answers, I want to get all non-endings. And we still have a few paths to explore. Obviously, every time we play this game, it takes less and less time to get through it, because we have more and more stuff unlocked. So, it's hard to tell, like, how long the next stream is going to take, but I have a feeling we probably have, like, a stream and a half left or something like that, depending on how quickly I get bored of going through everything again. But for right now, I'm actually enjoying it a lot. I have a bunch of notes here. I don't know if there's a good way to share this, but I wrote down a bunch of notes. I'm probably not gonna go like picture hunting for all the small specific images in every area, but once again, we'll see like what the game looks like when we've gotten a bit deeper into it. And I'm like when we get to the grind phase of it, because we're still finding a bunch of new stuff, right? So we have to reach like the point where it's just like a grind to be like, oh, if I get there with this character, I'll get this thing or whatever, right? So yeah, that's it for me. Lord Prince Sharon, hope you had a fantastic video gaming time. I'll be back another time on how many achievements we have? We're at like 40 or something. How do I actually see? I'm at 62. Sorry, I'm at 62 out of 131 right now. Thanks for saying no. Thank you for the stream. With our rarest ones, wait, can you not sort these by rarity? What the hell? I'm gonna see what if I do. I have the rarest achievement in the game. I don't. But yeah, I'll be back playing more Slither Princess on Tuesday at regular time for now. 17:00 5 p.m. DMT plus 1 schedule. Don't notice 2 now. DMT plus 2 schedule on there underneath the stream look time zones. The rarest is Gal. Yeah, I saw that. I just scrolled down and took a gander at it. If you're new, beautiful stream on Discord, like good stuff. We're gonna head over to our video game friend Motais again. So right, even though I have a feeling Slendo's gonna go live in like 3 minutes. But yeah, this game's been pretty fantastic. I have an idea what we're gonna play after this. Probably gonna be another kind of like shorter game, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll see if maybe we'll do like one of those Saturday streams to do some more God of War. If my mental is there for it. We've skipped it in February, I guess, or in March. We did one in February, I think. I can't remember. But yeah. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. Like I said, I'll be back in a couple of days. Have a great Sundays. Keep fighting foes and bibbly bobbly bye.